Hi guys, this is the advisor, and today I'm going to read a letter that I'd gotten some time ago, and I think I'd better read this letter verbatim because it was an issue that I think a lot of people need to understand, know and understand. Now, here's the letter. Dear Xavier, I have seen where you have posted pictures of your healthy stallion boys, and they do look great. I am having a problem with my two sons. They are 5 and 8. It is a fight every morning for them to eat their breakfast. Sometimes I have to compromise by allowing them to leave the breakfast if they would just drink the tea. But even that they will only do under duress. I want them to get their proper nutrition and grow up healthy, but I keep getting this pushback from them. How do you suggest I approach this problem? My husband keeps telling me to leave them alone, but that upset me because I feel he does not care. Who is right? I would appreciate any help you can give. All right, this was a letter from Alison G. She lives in Jamaica. I don't want to call out her full name. All right. Anyway, here's the thing. Your husband, let me go to what your husband said first. Your husband is telling you to leave them alone, and that upset you. But here, see what your husband tell you? That's right. Leave the picnic them alone. If they want breakfast, they will eat. Your kids, you'll be surprised to know that your children can get their metabolic systems work a lot more efficiently when they are young, and therefore they are able to extract more energy and nutrients from smaller meals than you would give them credit for. So here is what. Kids, as long as they're up and about and they're moving up and down and they're healthy and I mean being extremely active and not look in any way droopy, they are fine. As for drinking tea, they don't have to drink any hot beverage at all. I see where you mentioned where you have not said your kids got sick or droopy in any way, which means that this is just you making a fuss out of nothing. I think what this amounts to is because you were grown up in a home where this was forced upon you as a child that you have to eat breakfast, right? And this was forced upon you. And then society have this, I don't know where they get it from, that the breakfast is the most important meal of the day, which is total balderdash. Yeah? People should eat when they're hungry. Your kids are fine. Your kids are not hungry. When your kids are hungry, their body will tell them that it's time to eat, and they'll eat. So if that means eating 5 times a day or once a day, once they're eating and they are healthy and are totally active, leave them alone. Just leave the kids alone. Nobody has to drink anything hot in their belly. Nobody has to eat breakfast. Nobody has to eat lunch. Nobody has to eat 3 times a day. If it's 3 times you eat, or 4 times, fine, or 5 times, taking little small snacks, that's fine. If it's once a day, that's fine. Totally fine. Your body will always tell you when it is necessary to eat. And furthermore, let me tell you one thing. As a father of sons, I can tell you this. Kids, by the time these kids reach, say, about 10-year-old, 9, 10, believe me, they begin to come in like Hoover. They will gorge down everything around. So you'll soon see them pick up and you'll see them maybe start eating breakfast. And if they never ever eat breakfast ever in their lives or drink tea, don't worry. They won't drop down at school. Contrary to what your parents had told you and how they had brought you up, they just followed that by rote, and it had nothing to do with facts or logic or rational or common sense. They just grew up with that and they pass it on to you, and now you pass it on to your children blindly. Do not pass on these useless traditions onto your children. Let them be. Let them be. Let them eat when they are ready to eat. Okay? Oh, and another thing. Do not force. I see another thing coming up where you're going to force them to eat vegetables at dinner time. I don't know if that is an issue, but I'm assuming that that might normally be the case. And you see, if it come, let them eat what they want. Trust me, your kids are going to get their nutrition from whatever they eat. As I said, children's metabolic processes are much more efficient than that of adults. And they will, their body will absorb all the things they need from even their unbalanced meals normally. Yes? They're going to grow up into fine young men because, and my situation is a case in point. My boys don't drink tea. No hot thing go to their mouths. And they are the most healthiest, they are the healthiest children and grown-up young men you have ever seen in your life. Extremely healthy. They don't eat no vegetables. Them just don't want it, and me no argue with them. Whatever them we eat, that's what I put it in their plate. So if they feel like eating once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, they eat what they are ready to eat, and that's it. You know, because one of the things you don't want to do is to keep your children under duress and let them feel threatened and let them feel that this food is something that is punishment. So just leave them be. Leave them be. And your boys are growing up into fine young men. And one of these days you're going to look back and say, "Jesus and peace, I wish they would just stop eating." Yeah, because that's boys. Once they reach preteen, they are going to start becoming little hoovers and they eat 24/7. So don't worry about it. Just relax and take care and leave the kids alone. Yeah? So that's my advice on that topic. I've got some more very juicy topics coming out shortly, so you're not going to want to miss them. So just hit the notification bell so you can see those other juicy topics I have coming out shortly. Like, subscribe, and just share with your friends. All right? See you later, guys. Xavier here, over and out.